Hey loves, and welcome to Vlogtober day 5. I wanted to pop in and share with you all my daughter's first books. These are all of the books that she's accumulated the past year of being here as a baby, and I'm really excited about this video. You all know I love all things stationery, educational, and you can't take away what you learn. So I really love like books for my kids. So there are two companies which I think they're kind of one and the same. You got Schooltastic, you have Books for Birth, and then you have Imagination Station. They do send free books to your kids. Sometimes you may receive one book, sometimes you may receive 2 books, and I think that's pretty awesome. You do not have to pay anything for the books, you guys. Like I mentioned, they're absolutely free, and the books do come like in hardback, or you may get some that are your regular paper book that's kind of bendable, or again it may come in like a hardback kind of material like these right here. And you receive free books for your baby up to the age of 5. So I signed the boys up for this. They have so many books, and so to see baby girl books is like absolutely amazing. Now there are a few books here that was sent to her from a few of you all, so thank you, family, as well as my personal family, and we're going to get into all of the books. But before we get started, when you do sign your baby up for Books for Birth, I did this at the hospital when Zara was born, and so moving forward they will start sending like little information packets. And this one says my book Summer Family Time. It has a topic right there that says the lucky leaf, and then it just talks about what to do before reading, like have the child look at the front and back covers of the book, read the title and things like that. It will give you information about what to do while reading, and then what to do after reading, and also some literacy tips. So like really good information to boost those reading skills and just make reading really fun and enjoyable, and it doesn't feel like you're pulling teeth. Also, you'll receive a certificate of membership into their book club, and the certificate is like really cute. We got like some animals on there. I believe that's Clifford the big red dog, and so yeah, like I think it's a really cool program to be a part of. So we're gonna go ahead and get started at the top. The books that you see here was gifted to my daughter. I believe this one was sent from one of my subscribers named Mrs. Means. This one here that says Hair Love. Okay, so this here is a coloring book. And the coloring book is like pretty dope. It has like all kind of cool scenes in there. I never give up. I am helpful. My natural hair is fabulous. I can do great things. Just really some positive, cool affirmations. It's a coloring book. That was sent from one of our subscribers by the name of Mrs. Ming. So thank you, sweetheart. And then this book here, which is our favorite. We were reading it in our last baby update. It is called Hair Love. It was sent from my YT sister, Akila. So thank you, sweetie. And this one here that says 1 minute prayers for girls. This was sent from my grandmother for her baby shower. And also, so this wasn't sent from anybody. That one did come in the mail. And so, yeah, those 3 were sent from relatives and subscribers. So again, that we have the 1 minute prayer for girls, which I really like, and it just gives like a quick little minute prayer, and it goes up to the age of 12. This one here is my Hair Love, talking about your hair and loving your hair, your kinks and your coils. We got the coloring book that says I am, positive affirmations. Over to the left we have Baby's First Bible, a book of prayers. Over to the right we have Eating the Alphabet, which is like one of her books that she really likes as well, and it just goes over the alphabet letters and different things that you can eat, fruits and veggies, which is pretty cool. Down here we have a sing-along book. It says I'm ready to read with Mickey, and as we read you can press the little icons over here to the side and it will make, you know, the noise and stuff like that. So it says It says, is the cat swimming in the water? No, a fish is swimming in the water. And so you can press the fish. Is the cat swimming in the water? And it'll read along and give a little sound. So she likes this book too a lot. A fish is swimming in the water. Moving on from there, we have this book called The Ring Burial. Really nice book. Up under there, we have a book called As an Oak Tree Grows. And as you can see, it has the Imagination Station logo right there. Imagination Library. I say Imagination Station because that's a place that we like to go to at our mall. I meant Imagination Library. Moving on from there, this is a touch and feel book. She likes this book. She can touch and feel the animals, and it's pretty neat. So we really like reading this book together. Moving on to the right, we have Corduroy Shapes. So going over different shapes. Down below here, we have a book called The Great Adventure. A book up under there called One Day on Our Blue Planet in the Savannah. Over to the front left, or front right for you guys, we have Little Poems for Tiny Ears. Now this one is a hardback one, as you can see. It was gifted to her from her daycare. And it gives little poems in here, and she likes to read it a lot before bedtime, one of our books that we read pretty often. And then she ended up getting a duplicate in the mail. So when you get it in the mail, I kept it in the cover so you can see what it looks like. It'll come with the plastic over it with the Imagination Station logo up there. And let me flip it over. It'll have on there, as you can see, books from birth, and then your address and your name, which I have covered up. It has our physical address on there, so we don't want to expose that. We want to stay, you know, private and confidential. But anyway, it'll have it wrapped up in plastic, and then you can just go from there and take it out the plastic. So that's what it'll look like wrapped up, whether it's a hardback book or a book that's, you know, paperback bendable. Up from there, we got this book. I believe this book was also sent from Mrs. Ming. It says When God Made You. We love this book. It's a really sweet book. Over to the right, we have Sassy's Baby's First Words. It gives the baby words in Spanish and also in English, which I think is great. So bear, also apple, and all of that. And it gives it in English and Spanish. Baby First Words. Over there, we have Sleep Tight with the Very Hungry Caterpillar. We actually have the Very Hungry Caterpillar book, so we got the one that says Sleep Tight as well. This one was sent to her from my grandmother. The author actually autographed this book, so that's his official signature, which is pretty dope. It's called Harris and Moe's Big Adventure. Trey likes to read this book. He likes to read that one. And then we have this book here called Waiting Is Not Easy. I like this book. It teaches a child about patience. Over here we have My Very Own Bible. To the right we have Where Is Your Nose. This is a book I used to read to her when she was like 0 to like 4 or 5 months. Where Is Your Nose? And then we have this book here that says Sleep Baby, Safe and Snug. These two books, if I'm not mistaken, she got at the hospital, and this one as well, which was pretty nice. If you go back and watch my birth video, you'll see exactly what books she got, because I showed you guys in that video. And then we have The Home Builders here. Pretty nice book. Haven't really read this one as much, so we need to touch this one and read it. And then down below, we'll get into The Little Dreamer, an inspirational book, and talks about different important people in the world that we know or may not know. Up under here, a book called Dog on a Frog, which is really funny. One of the books that the boys like to read also with baby girl. And then, you know, this is a classic. I feel like all kids have this book or will eventually have this book. It is The Little Engine That Could. And I can't help but to think about Major Payne when I see this. But yes, we have The Little Engine That Could. Over to the left, we have Pine and Booth. A really cute story. Really cute story about a lucky leaf. And yeah, I believe that is all of the books. So again, if you are interested in signing your daughter or son or child up in general with Books for Birth or Imagination Station, I would highly Imagination Library. I would highly recommend that you do so. It is so worth it. I'm definitely gonna have to put my kids together like a little miniature library or something because they love to read. Like I read to them when I was pregnant. I read to them when they were born. I read to them every single day. So now when we go places, they ask to go to the library or they ask to go to a book fair or they ask to go to just places where they sell books, Barnes and Noble. Like they love to read. So yeah, this is my baby's first books, and I hope you guys enjoy seeing all of her books that she has. See you in Vlogtober Day 6.